Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly forecast for September 19th through the 25th. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here. I am setting the intention for this 7-day period of time, but you might stumble upon this video in a few months, weeks, years. It's all good. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Just keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's connect and let's see what's coming up here for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card that's coming up here for the Libra collective is, drum roll please, the Star. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. If you have Aquarius placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. This is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards are going to come up when you're coming into a significant new chapter in your life, a defining moment. Therefore, even though I'm setting the intention for a 7-day period of time, whatever's happening in the next 7 days is setting a series of things into motion for you. And the Star card follows the Tower. So the Star card essentially tells us the worst of it is over, and you can expect for things to get better now. You can actually make plans that this time around it's going to stick. This time around it's going to work out instead of everything crumbling all the time. The Star card is also like you're healing. You are rising up out of the darkness. You're a source of inspiration and light to others. Some of you may be wanting to get involved in some kind of outreach. You might wanting to be like helping people who've struggled the way that you have struggled in the past. I do feel like a lot of you Libras feel like you need to share your story. Like as you're healing and things are coming to the surface and as you're overcoming these obstacles, it's like you have this fire in you and you're wanting people to know, don't give up. I know how hard it is. I know the struggle is real. I've walked the path and I'm telling you, I'm living proof, don't give up. And so maybe you're going to tell this story by writing a book. Maybe you're telling this story through social media, through various posts or social media content you might be putting together. Maybe for some of you, this is some kind of a podcast. Maybe some of you are writing a screenplay based on your experiences, a comic book, songs, poetry, I don't know. Art, maybe you're telling the story through art or paintings, but I feel like you're like, I need to share the story. I need people to know not to give up and that it gets easier, it gets better. I do feel some of you are going to find yourself in a few months as like this motivational speaker or as like a public figure even, right? Like you're speaking up about a cause or you're speaking up for like a certain group of people or a certain demographic and they're turning to you and they're tuning into you, right? And so I feel there's a sense of like leading and helping and guiding others. Like you found your way out of hell and now you're showing other people this is the way out. The next card that's coming up here for the Libra collective is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is hard work that's going to pay off. It might not be overnight and it might take some time here, but it's going to pay off. And Seven of Pentacles says easy does it there. If you try to do too much, you're going to suffocate it. If you plant a seed and you want it to grow and you're impatient that it's not growing fast enough and you keep saying, well, it's not growing fast here, maybe I need to, plant it somewhere else, and you're constantly, digging it up and moving it around, it's not going to be able to take root. Or if you say, oh, it's not growing fast enough, I got to water it more, and you're watering it excessively 10 times a day, guess what? You're going to drown it. You're not going to give it a chance to grow. So 7 of Pentacles says you do your part, you take a step back, you let time and physics and Holy Spirit do the rest. Okay, there's no use in scrambling. You're not gonna push this to happen sooner than it's meant to happen. It's gonna happen in its season. It's gonna happen in its timing. You've planted some wonderful seeds here. Continue to tend them reasonably, moderately, and they will grow. They will give you harvest. Okay, I feel like some of you are going to rush into a situation. So you may make some kind of agreement, sign some kind of contract, enter into some kind of partnership, and then you're like, whoa, I really jumped into this. And 7 of Pentacles is saying, don't panic, don't worry. You may have jumped into the situation, but moving forward, you can move easy, you can move slow, you can do your research, you can figure out what needs to be done, and this will be a positive venture. This will be a positive endeavor. The next card that's coming up here for the Libra collective is the Judgment card. Now we have another major arcana card. For me in my readings, when the major arcana cards alternate like this, it tells me you're headed for a bit of a ego roller coaster, because the major arcana cards are big changes. And when big changes come in, the negative ego freaks out and starts discouraging you and starts telling you, why did you do this? You're going to mess this up. This was stupid. You don't know what you're doing. You're not good enough. Negative ego hates change, and so the bigger the changes are, the closer we are to the changes, the meaner and the louder the negative ego gets. And so this is going to be waking up insecurities. This is going to be waking up vulnerabilities. It's going to be a roller coaster, and the reason why it's a roller coaster is it's your ego coming for you, and you're going to have to outsmart that. You're going to have to logic and reason your way through that. Pray, meditate, affirmations, be aware of your thoughts, correct the negative thoughts, and you will be successful. The Judgment card here tells us that you may even be answering a calling. You're doing something you feel called to do. Well, guess what? When you're answering a calling and you're going to bring about change for a lot of other people, then there's a lot of opposition. The negative forces that be, they don't want that positive change. They don't want you reaching people. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to discourage you. They're going to try to make you feel like you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Nobody likes you. You're wrong. You don't know what you're saying. You're not good enough. What makes you think, you're so smart or you're so wonderful. And so there can be negativity coming at us. That's another thing that you're going to have to be prepared here for, right? As you're in this energy of like answering a calling or taking on this path or this endeavor. But I feel here in this particular instance with this Judgment card, it's like even though there might be fear here, the calling is so intense that you can't resist it. You just like I have to answer this calling. I have to go down this path. It might be a difficult path. It might be challenging. There may be some bumps ahead, but I like, this is what I'm feeling moved to do. Or I really need to help people. I really need to, be there because I don't want to see people being defeated. I don't want to see people falling by the wayside. So there could be this sense here of like feeling like not only you're answering a call, you may feel there's like a sense of urgency here. And you're wanting to reach people and help people and bring about a positive change. For some of you, this is directly connected to family. If you are the head of a family, you're kind of like looking at the negative influences out there in the world, and you're like, I'm not going to let these influences get my family. I'm not going to get these negative influences get my kids. So you may be bringing in a sense of belief, a sense of spirituality, some kind of structure, some kind of belief system that's going to help guide your young ones through these challenges, or through uh, these negative influences. Some of you maybe don't have kids or young ones, but you may be wanting to like reach out and help kids in negative situations or atmospheres or influences, kids or young adults. You're wanting to help them, you're wanting to protect them, you're wanting to reach them. So some of you may feel this is a calling for you, directly connecting with children or youth. The next card that's coming up here for the Libra collective is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is disconnecting from drama, from chaos, from negative energy. It's smoother sailing, peaceful, calmer waters. And some of you have heard me say, I've seen this card come up a lot when you're going on a trip, and then all of a sudden that trip becomes this spontaneous relocation. Like you weren't thinking, or maybe you had it in the back of your mind that, oh, maybe I might move there someday. Let me check it out. And the next thing you know, things line up, things fall into place, and you're moving, you're relocating. There could be a sudden relocation. But Six of Swords is getting away from drama, getting away from chaos, getting away from negative influences, being able to hear yourself think. And being able to make plans for the future because you are in a peaceful surrounding. I do feel for some of you, this little otter is really kind of, I think it's an otter. Is it an otter? Let me look here. I don't have my glasses on and I don't have my contact lenses in. Oh, it's not an otter. It's a person sleeping in a little canoe. I thought it was an otter. It's a person. Let's see if I can get it focused. It's a person. It made me think of an otter. Okay, it's a person in a canoe. There could be a lot of messages and a lot of release and a lot of healing happening for you in your dreams. If you, ooh, wow, blurry. Hello. If you don't sleep alone, like you have a partner or you share your room with somebody, you might be getting nudged and woken up a lot. And they might say, hey, you're saying some crazy stuff in your dreams, or you're kind of freaking me out. I don't know why. Like, I feel like some of you are like sitting up and you're like talking with like full on hand gestures and stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of release or a lot of messages coming to you in your dreams. And so you may be talking in your sleep. And so some of you maybe are getting nudged or woken up a lot. If the people that you're around are hearing the things that you're saying, you know, ask them about it, write it down. If you wake up from a dream, whatever you can remember, write it down, because I feel like there's a lot of messages or a lot of healing or clearing or release that's happening for a lot of you in your dream state. I don't feel like you're saying anything scary. Some of it might sound weird to whoever's hearing you. They might kind of laugh about it. You might even laugh about it. But I feel like there's a lot that's being processed through sleep, where you're releasing a lot of really deep subconscious stuff. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. I do have a playlist in the description of the video that will take you to the other weekly forecasts, so you'll be able to find those easily. If you want to check out the love readings for September, I also have a playlist in the description to take you to the love readings for September. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. Please do come back tomorrow and check out the card of the day. Every single day I've been posting a daily message on the channel that a lot of people have found helpful. If not, if that's not your cup of tea, no worries. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you'll come back and check out next week's forecast. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my darlings. Take care and be well.